Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kit Ying. I'm a solution engineer from Esri, Malaysia. Today, I would like to present to you all about getting started with 3D. So, why should we go to 3D? Because if 3D you can use to solve a 3D problem, improve understanding, and better communication. Example in Austin, right? They actually plan to build a railway system. But before they can start the development, right, they actually need to show how this development will benefit or impact to the economy and as well as the neighborhood. So what they do is they use our ArcGIS system to visualize the development and show it to the stakeholder and the public for easy understanding as well as for better communication. They also use our system to show different scenario this to let the public and the stakeholder to know which scenario will create more job opportunity. So let me show you the output that they have done. So this is the an City Engine web viewer, which you can share your output to the public as well as the stakeholder. So this is the output that they have done, which they share the railway outline as well as the building. So if you look at the web viewer, you can actually have a comparison mode to see if this is actually show you if in 2030 if they have built the railway system, actually how much job opportunity there will be provide. There's some problems, so yeah. So this is the opportunity if they have no build, whereas this will be the output if they have built the railway system. What can we? What our ArcGIS 3D actually offer? You can actually use in planning, economy, development, and mobility. Like I show you the example that Austin have done. Another one is you can use in utility and underground infrastructure. Like actually, yeah, a case study about our MRT that currently they're doing. Like I have a design in Autodesk, the design building. Then I can actually compare with the output. If I fly a drone, then I will get the 3D mesh by using by do the image processing. Then I will get the output in a 3D mesh. Then I do a comparison to see any misplace of the facility or any wrong placing. So that's the use cases in the utility and the underground infrastructure. Whereas for you can also use in a public safety and natural risk assessment to create a more resilient future. Organization need to apply climate data to develop proactivity environmental risk analysis and visualize exposure to flooding, noise, and other natural hazard to investigate high-risk area. So whereas for the last one, you can use in a facility, real estate, and campus. So you can actually, organization can use 3D building information to show the building interior design and floor plan map. By interacting with this 3D in a 3D view, user can more effectively align their community plan with strategy business plan, as well as to reduce costs associated with real property management and facility service. Our 3D is actually across a whole ArcGIS platform. So in what is mean in cross-platform is when you're applying a 3D technology, which we call it as an enterprise 3D GIS. So with an enterprise 3D GIS, you can access 3D map and capability across a multiple client platform. Why we call it open? Because enterprise system need to be open and interoperable so organization can quickly integrate new data source and innovate using new technology. For accessible, to successfully apply 3D capability, city need to make those capability accessible to anyone who need them. So with an enterprise 3D GIS, you can configure and customize apps that help user access 3D content and tools in the way that best suit their work. So last one is about collaborative. So organization can use your enterprise 3D GIS as a platform for collaboration. So let's see what desktop has offered in a 3D. First is ArcGIS Pro, like my colleague Fahmi showed us just now. ArcGIS Pro is a powerful 2D and 3D desktop authoring and data management. You can actually do a multi-page editing in ArcGIS Pro. Besides that, you can also ArcGIS Pro also offers us a spatial analysis for advanced 3D workflow and LiDAR classification, feature extraction, and mesh generation. So this is about ArcGIS Pro. Another one is City Engine. Well, City Engine is an advanced authoring tool for urban design. What City Engine offers is interactive design or modeling tools, procedural rule authoring, like if you want to design your country, or you want to have a beautiful landscape that suit your country, you can actually use our City Engine to design a rule file so that when you apply the rule to the building or to the polygon, they actually will come out a building that actually look like your own country building. So there's our procedural rule ordering can offer. So the next is about dynamic 3D streak and block. And also City Engine also offer us a virtual reality with ArcGIS 360 VR. So next we see what the web offers to us. In the web, you can actually share your 3D data as a web scene or as a scene layer, so that your user can view what you have offered and what have you designed for them. So web scene is a vehicle for cross-platform 3D capability, collection of layer, environment setting, slide animation, and they do offer also essential for 3D apps on any platform or experience. Whereas for scene layer is a scalable cache of graphic, style, and attributes. And you can actually scene layer to consist of 3D object, 3D point, integrated mesh, as well as a point cloud. Talk about service, we have two type of service that you can share. One is ArcGIS Online, the other one is ArcGIS Server. ArcGIS Online is a content and service for user to sharing idea in 2D and 3D. Whereas for ArcGIS Server is a scalable 2D or 3D enterprise content distribution and geoprocessing. So next is about apps. So we have a few apps that you can actually use to do 3D. One is ArcGIS Earth. ArcGIS Earth is an easy to use 3D data exploration for enterprise user. For drone to map, you can actually fly a drone, then do an image processing. So it is streamline the creation of professional imagery product from drone. Third is a web scene viewer. You can use the web scene viewer to view 3D map in any standard web browser. Fourth is about web app builder. So this, you can use your web app builder to build a powerful 3D GIS apps without writing a single line of code. Last is about story map. You can combine a 3D map with narrative, text, image, and multimedia content to show how beautiful is your city and how beautiful is your country. So before actually we go to the solution mix, I want to show you one story map that have done by Esri, which that show about the 3D that they have done to us. So this is a solution 3D base map and that Esri have done. So what this is here is the link that you can actually go for to look for the study guide and template. So the example that they show is Queenstown, New Zealand. So what they have is a building LiDAR. They use the building LiDAR to create a building footprint, elevation, as well as generate the 3D building. The 3D tree is an example or template that you can download from our Esri website. So you can actually add the point POI, consult trail, reserve land, and play equipment to look more interest and show the detailed information to the public. You can also use, this is an example that they want to develop a marine parade, so they show the location as well as the development. So they do some analysis to show any visibility analysis or as well as the solar radiation analysis to the user to see any block of the sunlight or any visibility being blocked. They also do a shadow impact analysis to show before and after they build the marine parade development. So this is the difference. So you can actually, after you've done the analysis, you can actually share to public, to let the public and the stakeholder to see how is the thing goes on. So we do actually, the new thing in the our 3D is you can actually share a 3D public survey. So you can actually build a development here, then you can communicate with the public to see any comment or whether they like the building, whether they like the development, or yes or no, or not sure. So you can see also how many participants actually respond to your survey. So this is about the coming soon, what we'll be having in our 3D soon. So this is about the solution-based map that have done by our Esri that you can use. You can actually download this template from the our local government website. Next, I want to show you one video about, have anyone watch about the Zootopia movie? Very interesting, right? In there, they have a 6 city, which they actually use our city engine to help them to build the 6 city. So let me show you the work that they have done. Yeah, so this is the, actually they do a customized roof file to actually apply to the building footprint. Then they will get this type of example of the city. So you can actually use our city engine to do a procedural rule authoring to get some output similar to Zootopia. So the technology that I use in my presentation is a desktop, which is using ArcGIS Pro and City Engine, apps, ArcGIS Web App Builder, and so on. ArcGIS Online, you can share it as a 3D web scene viewer, ArcGIS Enterprise, as well as ArcGIS API for JavaScript. So this is the resources that you can refer to for you to start with how to create a 3D. And actually, this is a training that you can also refer to. So, any question?
Ying.
Yeah.
My turn to ask question. So, when do we use ArcGIS Pro versus when do we use City Engine? It's impressive to see that Zootopia can be built using City Engine, but on what circumstances that we choose to use City Engine, and under what circumstances that we use ArcGIS Pro?
Yeah, actually, that's a very good question. So, let me show you one table that actually can let you understand. Yeah, so when doing a procedural geometry, so this is the table that you can refer to when we should use City Engine and when we should use ArcGIS Pro. So when doing a procedural geometry, so if you are doing rule authoring, so definitely you are using City Engine. But because our Esri do share a lot of rules files template, rule package template to us, you can actually use, which you can actually use in ArcGIS Pro. Unless you want to alter the rule file yourself, then you need to use City Engine. So in a 3D type, data type, there will also some capability is not available in City Engine, but available in ArcGIS Pro.